History Mysteries with Lilith and Shay. Welcome to History Mystery, What Really Happened podcast. Today's episode is Sweating to Death. What was the sweating sickness?
So, Shaylee, have you ever heard of the sweating sickness?
Sweating sickness? What in the world is that?
It was a disease with a mortality rate of 30 to 50% from the 1500s that would randomly appear and wreak havoc in England and the rest of Europe.
That's insane. So it just appeared at random intervals? How often would it occur?
The first outbreak occurred in 1485, with other major outbreaks occurring in 1508, 1517, and 1551. The worst outbreak occurred in 1528 when it spread all the way to Russia. Usually, the sickness stayed near England. The disease completely disappeared after 1551.
Wow, that's mysterious. What were the symptoms? Like, there had to be some signs or some sort of warning.
Nope. The sickness would just appear late at night or in the early morning when the victim would experience chills and tremors that quickly turned into a high fever and weakness with intense sweating. Usually, within 24 hours, the disease would prove fatal or the victim would show signs of recovery.
Well, did it target any specific demographics?
The disease was most commonly fatal among men and hit all class types, especially the upper class. It was also oddly common with monks and the clergy.
So basically, it was a completely random, deadly phenomenon that only occurred in the summer in certain years and never happened again. It also got the wealthy. That is so uncommon in this time period. Usually, illness hit the impoverished the hardest.
Yep, it is super strange.
It kind of sounds similar to the French illness, the Picardy sweat. It had 196 different outbreaks with similar symptoms before completely disappearing. It was less deadly though, and it usually stayed local. How did the sweating sickness spread?
Experts suspect it spread from human to human contact, but we can't really tell exactly how, as no DNA or RNA remains to test. Experts do have theories based on the documented symptoms, though, like the disease could have been a form of hantavirus.
Hantavirus is a good idea, but it only spread through rodents like mice or voles. The fact that it could spread from human to human and that the wealthy got the sickness makes it seem less plausible. I mean, the wealthy lived in nice quarters. Where would the rodents be?
While that's true, grain and other foods that rodents would enjoy getting into weren't kept in storage near their living quarters. They were kept near the kitchens, which are much more likely to have rodents. It's the same as the monks and the clergy. They'd often keep grain storages from monastery granaries and tithe barns, which mice are also likely to get into.
I suppose that's true, but there had to be some ecological or meteorological trigger due to the randomness of the outbreaks.
Experts say the same thing. They also speculate it could have been caused by mosquitoes or ticks. They just have to guess based on the limited information. This case has many mysterious parts that will likely never be solved.
Yeah, that's true. It's interesting to dissect all the information and think of theories, though. It's a story for the ages. It was very informative to hear about.
I enjoyed talking about it. I'll make sure to have a new mystery to share next time we talk.
Sleep tight, don't let the sweating virus bite.